Hi, Form 4 students, I am Mr. Poon. Here comes our lesson 15. Today we're going to learn a new genre, which is a problem solution article. As the name suggests, the article is about problems related to an issue, and we have to provide corresponding solutions to the problems. A problem solution article usually appear under the module Learning English Through Social Issues. Let's have a look at the following questions to find out the issues and the structure of a problem solution article. Let's read the question together. The school social worker has found that stress among students at your school is considerably high. She believes that there are various ways to solve this problem. So, from this background information, we know the topic is about stress. And the article will put forward some ways to help solve the problem. What we have to write? We have to write an article about this phenomenon. And in the article, we have to do two things. First, we have to explain, which means you need to talk about the problems. Why students at our school are suffering from so much stress. And then we have to suggest ways to solve the problem. Combat means solve. So, following the problems, we have to provide solutions to the problems. After that, last but not least, we have to give a title. Remember, when you write an article, you have to give a title. So let's have a look at the following tests, the sample tests, to learn the structure. First of all, you can see the test, the article starts with a title. A title is important because it tells you the gist of the test. Gist means the main idea of the article. After the introduction, after the title, you have to write an introduction. And there are two important elements in an introduction. Let me use a slash to separate these two parts. Let's have a look at the underlined parts. Many students in Hong Kong, especially Form 6 students, are suffering from prolonged stress. As students from a top-launch school in Tuen Mun, we have been being tortured by multifarious sources of stress, which aligns with a survey done by our school social worker, Ms. Choi. She discovered that 80% of us found the pressure too great to bear. So the underlined parts give us some background information about the issue. And how does the writer give the background information? Actually, he starts with the general situation in Hong Kong. Then he keeps talking and try to relate the phenomenon in of Hong Kong to the situation in his own school. And you can see the topic has been being highlighted in the background information. You can see stress and stress and pressure. So, stress, pressure, both of them share the same meaning. They mean like. So, remember, you need to bring out the topic through background information. After that, we keep reading. In view of this, I would like to write an article examining the causes of stress and put forward ways to grapple with the problem. So this part is what we call the test plan. Because from this part, I know what you are going to talk about. You are going to talk about two things. The first thing is the causes of stress. And the second thing is you will put forward ways to help solve the problem. So this part is what we call the test plan. Let me explain some difficult words to you. Examining, that means looking into. That means you are going to carry out an investigation. So, examine, you may replace it with looking into or investigating. And put forward, that means suggest. Or you may say propose. After the introduction, we know the next few paragraphs should be about the body, 正文. And remember, when you start writing the body, you have to write the TS. This is what we call the topic sentence, 主詞句. So let's have a look at the topic sentence. The first main cause of stress among Hong Kong's younger generation is related to their school life. So from this topic sentence, I know the first reason. Cause means reason. Why Hong Kong students they are having so much stress? Because of their school life. And after the topic sentence, then for the rest, you need to elaborate on the TS. Got it? And for the body part, you should talk about the problems. This part is the problems. So let's have a look at the next paragraph. On top of. On top of means suffocating campus life. Adolescence is a stressful time. So the second reason is adolescence. One of the reasons is that adolescents have to think about their future. Many students regret the elective subjects they have chosen and are then stuck with something for which they are not suited. This stage of life. So this stage of life means the adolescence. Worsens when young people start dating, and the emotional ups and downs of being in an exclusive relationship further complicate their existence. So for the West, we know it should be the elaboration. So remember, you start with a TS. Then write your elaboration. Okay, so there are three problems. This is the first problem. Okay, so for the first problem, maybe we'll put down the P1, problem 1. Then this part is the problem 2. And we also have problem 3. So after the problem, you need to give solutions. How I know this part is about solutions? You may have a look at this sentence. To tackle this problem, it is put forward the idea that. Just now I taught you put forward means suggest. And this one is a passive voice because it is. So it is suggested. Okay. So we use this pattern to introduce solutions. To introduce solutions or suggestions. So we have suggestion or solution 1. Then we have solution 2. And we have solution 3. Let's have a look at the solution. To tackle this problem, it is put forward the idea that students get involved in activities like walking, jogging, or swimming. So, the problem is to do sports. The solution is to do sports. Apart from exercising regularly, okay, and remember, when you write the next paragraph, you should try to relate to the previous paragraph. This is what the previous paragraph about. This is what we call 承上. Then the solution, chatting with friends is also a good way. So this is the solution. This is what we call 啟下. Remember, when you write the second, the third paragraph, try to do 承上啟下. Apart from exercising regularly, chatting with friends is also a good way. It is universally acknowledged that this is a very powerful pattern. This pattern means just like as people know. That's more or less the same meaning. And we use this pattern to show a very strong fact. Talking provides an ideal outlet for stress release and reduction. Look for a soulmate or a benign listener to whom you can bare your soul and heart. Your worries and trivial matters will be washed away with heart-to-heart conversations. Okay, then we go to the last part. The last part is the ending. Let's have a look at the ending. It is beyond doubt that students will benefit from setting aside time for stress-reducing activities. It is hoped that students remember in the ending, we usually do 展望, just like Chinese. So, you need to express hope 作出展望 and how you express hope. You express hope through this pattern. It is hoped that. Then, this part will be your hope or your wish. But remember, when you express hope or express a wish, remember, it must be positive. Let's have a look at this hope. It is hoped that the school could facilitate this by arranging programs for students. Ultimately, less stress in the lives of students would greatly enhance the learning process and their quality of life. So, this is the structure of a problem solution article. Let's do a